As John Muir said, the mountains are calling and I must go. Cars.co.za joined South Africa's most successful mountain biking brothers, Andrew and Andrew Neethling, at the mountain where it all started for them, Helderberg. After nearly 2 decades traveling the world, racing down the steepest mountains imaginable, the Neethling brothers are back home and in business doing what they know best, mountain bikes. With their new office at the mountain, where they honed the skills which won multiple South African championships and launched a celebrated professional World Cup racing career for Andrew, a journey which sourced in the Helderberg has returned to it.
Yeah, it really has come full circle in this mountain bike career and world that I've been thrown into. I actually started up on this Helderberg mountain many years ago with my brother doing our first downhill race.
They had the Downhill World Cup here in Stellenbosch. I think both of us were like, wow, like we could do that for a living. You can ride your bike for a living. And then from then it was like, it was on. We were just all about it. It was cool.
Mountain biking at that stage was almost unheard of. I started on a fully rigid bike, like no one knew about it. I started getting better results and it was still, you were just this guy that rode a kid's bike.
It's a journey which has taken Andrew from New Zealand to America, Norway to China, and most places in between.
It was such a cool experience to travel with your brother, but also your best riding friend as well.
I enjoyed those early years, maybe more than the middle years when we got a bit on factory teams and everyone got a bit serious. So it was all about getting to the venue, relaxing, going to the gym. Whereas in the former years, we didn't know any better. So we were looking for the best riding spots on the way. So making like an adventure of the 3 or 4 days to break it up. I raced for 3 years, mainly in America. We had to drive everywhere. So it was 4 or 5 bikes on the roof, 4 tires, spares, everything in these little cars or trucks, and off we'd go. Spend 3 to 5 days getting from a race to the next race, then race and getting back in the car and driving somewhere else. Yeah.
He can get in a car and just fall asleep. So we'd get in a car for 12, 13 hours and he'd sleep the whole way there.
These venues are never that close to an airport. So you might fly, even in a European destination, spend 2-3 hours on either side. So using all sorts of weights in the car to try like work out, you know, in the car, do bicep curls or whatever it was, just to keep myself sane. Yeah, I've seen my fair share of the inside of a car. Before this place, I had some illegal downhill tracks on the other side of the mountain because of where we could access, and we weren't really allowed to build here, or we didn't. So I built some proper stuff that could help me practice for the World Cup circuit on that side of the mountain. And then slowly we opened up talks and got permission for this side, and then it became more official.
We never did like normal family vacations. Our vacation was going to the next race. Dad would work on the bikes on like the Thursday night after work. We'd pack the car, leave Friday morning or whatever it was. From like 12, 13, our holiday was a bike holiday. And kind of still is. I've never traveled without my bike.
There really wasn't low-cost airlines either. We would hop in the car. We would have our Fenton trailer that my dad modified from the road racks to fit our mountain bikes to then our downhill bikes. And I remember him working a full day. Then he would come home, pack the trailer, we would help him, and then we would drive through the night. And from there I went on to race nationally with my parents helping us get to all these races, to world champs, to luckily being on the world circuit for 14 years. And then to decide to move away from racing and then suddenly get thrown into co-owning a bike shop and trail center at the very mountain where I started riding, you know. There's a lot of synergy there, and I'm really looking forward to growing the sport. And this is like one of the avenues I feel I can do it in. always I've been asked, like, where would you want to live? And maybe luckily I travel so much that I just miss home, but I feel we have such a great country, especially with all the riding we can do. I get to travel in our winter, so that's cheeky. And I just think now the best part is I'm getting to ride with people that are riding for fun. I still loved it when I was racing, but it did become a chore. And if you're forced to do something, sometimes there's a bit of pushback. It wasn't as fun. I definitely made the most of it. Now, if I hop on my bike, it's a night ride that we do at the shop, and I ride with like-minded people getting into sport, I think that's fun, you know? I'm able to ride with people socially, whereas I was in my little bubble as a racer, which you need to be. And now I'm getting to meet more people and just experience like another side of the sport, the social side.
We'd ride past this venue all the time and be like, oh, it'd be cool to have a bike shop. And then like years would go by and be like, oh, imagine having a bike shop there. And then all of a sudden the lease was up and racing had died down a bit. We weren't really racing professionally anymore. And it kind of all just fell into place. And now we've got a bike shop at the bottom of Helderberg.
So yeah, it's been, I mean, it's all worth it. I don't regret any of it, you know.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, you know, maybe give it a like, and definitely subscribe to be the first to see our videos as they drop. Yeah, definitely do that.